Okay, so we're going to look at task 1 of databases importing and creating a form. Now, please, at the top of your exam paper, make sure you always read the blurb, because the blurb will tell you what currency that they want if they require a particular currency and are 2 decimal places. If it just says make sure all currency values are displayed with 2 decimal places and it doesn't specify the currency, obviously choose a sensible currency such as pounds, euros, dollars, your local currency. Please do not try to choose currencies you've never heard of and spend a long time choosing them. Okay, let's crack on. Now, it says using a suitable database package, import the file J16AD Sports CSV. Okay, so every time you import, it will usually be in a CSV file. I've never come across anything else. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I'm going to go and choose Access. Here's Access. So just opening now, blank database. Then you go to external data. CSV files are a form of text. Okay, if you're importing an Excel, obviously, if it's XLS, then it's an Excel file. But as I said, I've come across it's CSV because CSV is a generic file format, and they cannot assume that every school in the world is using Microsoft. So I'm going to go to text file, and I'm going to pick up my document. You should know where your document's saved. So I'm going to go to, sorry, I'm going to find, here we are, my computer. Right, save this in my study skills folder. And here it is, okay? Right, press OK. And it should start importing. So I'm going to go to next. Right, always check your top row, make sure it contains the field names. Most of the time it does, but if it doesn't, don't tick this box, okay? But clearly it does, I'm ticking this box. Otherwise, these will simply import as a record, then you've got to type out the field names yourself. Forget that, we're not doing that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Advanced, and I'm going to check that my data types here match, because if they don't, then what happens is Microsoft pulls out the errors and puts them into a separate table, which is completely useless to us. So now make sure you check all 3 columns. Okay, really important. Like for example, where it says number, don't just choose number, you've got to choose numeric currency. Okay, anything with cost, pay is always currency, but please check this 3rd column every single time. Okay, so I'm just going to make this minimize this so I can see both sides, because you know me, I've got a brain. Oh, I can't now. Well, actually I can. Yeah, because I've got a brain like a sieve. No, it's not letting me doing it. Right, okay. Right, these are short text. Rating is an integer, so let's take a look at this. That's fine. Location is text. Residential is long integer. That is wrong, so that would possibly import as an error because it's Boolean yes, no. Course cost should be currency, as we know. And duration, let's just double check this. And it's integer, so I'm just going to keep that as integer, not a problem. Press OK and go to next. Now we need to check our primary key. Okay, don't just assume that there's no primary key. So here we go. Right, so it says set the course code field as a primary key. Okay, so course code, so here we go, choose my own primary key, and it's course code. If it does select the wrong one, you know to go to this drop down menu anyway. Okay, you guys are experts at this, you know what you're doing. Right, once it's finished, always, I'm going to close this table here, we don't want this at all. So always select your table, go to home and go to view, design view, and make sure that you just set these currency, the 2 most important things that you need to set. Euro, okay? Like if your computer's like mine will automatically go to pounds because my computer is originally from the UK. And go to yes, no, so those are set. Okay, so these are text, this is number, so this is an integer. You may want to choose this as just an integer here, so you may want to choose these. Okay, if you are choosing, no, we won't go through that, it's irrelevant. Okay, save the file, and there we go. Okay, good idea to close the table straight away afterwards if you're going to move on to anything else. Okay, so that is how you import your data. And next task is creating a data entry form. See if you can do it by yourself. If you can't, click on a video for help.